Cheers. Ooh, that package is big. What is going on, guys? Back to another video. Today I finally got my brand new MacBook Pro. Now this is the latest MacBook Pro, which was released in July 2018, and this is a 15-inch 2.2 GHz 6-core AMD 555X, 16 GB of RAM, and of course the 512 SSD storage. So this is how it looks like. So as you can see, here you have the label MacBook Pro. This is the space gray color, which fits really nice to the MacBook Pros now. And let's go on the back actually. And here it displays you the most important specs of this MacBook Pro. And to be honest, I thought that it's going to be larger than this, and this is great because it perfectly fits on my bag. And of course I will be much more excited to start making 4K videos on this machine. It's going to be absolutely great. I saw every single video I could find on YouTube, and of course I did all of my research, and it took me quite a while to decide whether I should buy this MacBook Pro or wait. And of course I'm going to give you more details in the end of this video. So how this video is going to look like: in the beginning, we're going to be doing an unboxing hands-on. During the middle of this video, we're going to be doing some tests. Like, we're going to be doing some benchmarks, some gaming tests, Geekbench, read and write test of the SSD drive, just to see how it performs and for you to see live how it works and how it performs. And of course, in the end, I'm going to be discussing whether you should buy this MacBook Pro or wait. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and open this bad boy. Okay, so here we have the MacBook Pro. So as you can see, the design is great. Okay, so let's put it on the side right now, and let's see what else on the box. So here we have the charger. So as you can see, it's a Type-C charger. And here we have the guide, the user guide. So you can see, I think there are some stickers in here as well. Yep, you got 2 stickers as well, and of course you have the guide. Let's put it on the side as well. And here you got the power source. So let me actually take the plastic off first of all. Okay, and then you just put it like there, and then you can plug it in and then charge your computer. Okay, so let's put everything on the side now, and let's see the actual computer. So let's see how it looks like in the design. First we're going to take out the plastic here. Have to be careful because if it falls then it might break. Okay, hold on to the side. And it's literally great. Alright, I'm gonna take off the screen first. Oh my god, I love the design, I love everything, feels great on the hand, and I feel like it's going to be a great experience using it as my primary laptop, replacing my old Mac Mini and MacBook Air, which both are from 2011. And of course the trackpad is huge, as the last year's MacBook Pro 15-inch, and just to get a better perspective, my palm is just a bit bigger than the trackpad, and of course that means you can do gestures much easier. Now right next to me I have the MacBook Pro 13-inch Retina display, which was released back in 2012, and as you can see, the MacBook Pro 15-inch is just a bit bigger than this model. Unfortunately, I don't have a newer MacBook Pro than the 2012, but this is how you can get a better perspective of the size of the new MacBook Pro. Okay, so now let's go ahead and set it up before we go any further. Okay, so first of all you have to set up the language, then the region, your keyboard, your Wi-Fi connection, your privacy, whether you need to migrate stuff from other computer, and of course you have to sign up with your Apple ID in order to be able to access your iCloud and then download apps from App Store. Then you have to agree with the terms and conditions. Probably most of you know what this is before even reading about that, and then you have to create a computer account. So this is going to be your workplace where everything is going to be stored. Next up, you have to set up Siri. So Siri needs to recognize your voice, so in order to do that you have to say some commands in order to set it up. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, open the Documents folder. Hey Siri, show my downloads. There are many other Siri commands which you can use. Of course, I will be making a video very soon about the best commands which you must know. Next, you have the option to store every file on your iCloud drive. 5V is used to encrypt all of your data from your hard drive and decrypt once you turn on your Mac. Next up is setting up your Touch ID. Now the process is pretty much the same as the iPhone. The first step is to place your thumb right next to the touch bar, and you just only have to change angles but not moving your finger up or down. On the next step, you have to move your finger up and down and on the sides of the finger, just to get a better recognition. Don't worry if suddenly your Touch ID doesn't work, because you always have your password as a backup. Next up, you have the option to set up Apple Pay, but in my case, I'm gonna skip it for now. A feature coming from the iPhone and iPad is a True Tone display, which is used to adapt the colors of the room that you're currently at and modify the colors of the screen, and reduce eye strain. Finally, your Mac is ready to use. This MacBook Pro has the same design as the 2016 and 2017 model, so you're probably gonna have a hard time trying to distinguish which is which. On the back, as you can see, it has two vertical holes which are used to release the air of the fans of the computer and to deliver better audio quality. On the top of the back of the laptop, you have more holes releasing the air produced by the fans of the laptop. Please avoid putting this laptop on a bed or on a pillow, because it's going to block the holes and you're going to end up being able to fry eggs on it. Also, you got some noticeable upgrades on its hardware. Most importantly, it comes with i7 6-core processor compared to last year, which only had 4 cores, with clock speeds of 2.2 or 2.6 GHz with turbo boost up to 4.1 and 4.3 respectively. Of course, you can configure it to get the i9 processor with 2.9 and turbo boost up to 4.8 GHz. Of course, it comes with a cost, like the i9 processor is going to make your laptop hotter quicker. Of course, its processing speed is going to get lower in order to decrease the temperature. On top of it, it comes with 16 and for the first time 32GB of DDR4 memory with clock speeds up to 2400 MHz. And finally, you have the option to choose up to 4TB of storage, but this is only if you have a spare £3,000 in your pocket. Of course, we're not getting anywhere without mentioning the graphics cards. Now Apple has two options, one being the AMD 555X and the other being 560X, both having 4GB of memory, increasing the gaming performance a bit further. In total, you have 4 Thunderbolt 3 USB-C ports, 2 on each side, which can transfer data up to 40 gigabits per second. But unfortunately, not many of us have USB Type-C cables, so we have to rely on adapters for the next few years to come. Theoretically, if you use a very good adapter, then you can achieve transfer speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. In my case, I'm using an LC Dolida adapter, which I found from Amazon for about £25, which only takes one port of the MacBook Pro, and you have two USB 3.0 ports with speeds up to 5 gigabits per second, one SD card, one micro SD card, and one HDMI port 30Hz with ability to support a 4K monitor. The newly designed speakers of the new MacBook Pro can deliver much better sound quality compared to its predecessors. It's like having external speakers. And also they are super loud. I'm not really sure how loud the speakers are on the 2017 MacBook Pro, but these speakers literally blew my mind. However, some people have complained about crackling issues, but I was among the lucky ones who didn't experience any issues at all. So here's a sample of how the speakers sound like.
Hey guys, it's Pocket back with another product review video. In this video, I'm going to show you the best wireless charger under $20 to buy in order to charge every device that you have which supports wireless charging. So let's get started. The product we're going to look at today is called Terry's Wireless Charging Pad. It costs £17, which translates into $22.5. But if you apply the voucher on...
So these were very loud speakers. They range from 60 all the way up to 95 roughly decibels, meaning that you don't have to worry of purchasing external speakers if you're hosting a party or any other event. Speaking for the display, it has a new True Tone technology which adapts the colors of the room and adjusts the colors of the screen in order to match them. This allows you to increase the experience of you using a MacBook Pro, and of course Apple promises that it's going to reduce eye strain while using it. Unfortunately, the resolution of the screen is not 4K yet, standing at 2880 by 1800, but don't let that fool you, since it can support up to 4 4K displays and 2 5K displays, thanks to its 4 super fast Thunderbolt 3 ports. It calls the brand new Butterfly 3 keyboard, and Apple states that it reduces the noise while typing. Now, whether this is true or false, let's find out by me typing a random document. It still seems to be loud, but I figured that if you put a keyboard cover on top of it, this sound is going to be reduced. I have a link down in the description of where I bought mine, which also includes a screen protector and a case as well. To be honest, I like this keyboard, but it takes some time to get used to it. Even though it's my first time using it, I already can type faster than I used to with an older keyboard. Of course, it has the same touch bar found on the 2016 and 2017 MacBook Pro, and now on the 13-inch MacBook Pro as well. Some people hate it, some people like it, and some people are like, meh, it's alright. In my perspective, I feel like it's nice to be on the MacBook Pro, since it provides you more functionalities than the standard function keys. Also, I agree with some people saying that Apple should ask you whether you want the touch bar on your MacBook Pro or not. Right next to the touch bar, you have the new upgraded Touch ID powered with the new Apple T2 chip. Since the video was getting too long, I had to divide it in half, hence all the benchmarks are tested on the part 2 video, which is down in the description and of course on the screen. So I'll see you all there.